Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back with a fun Amazon haul. So I'm putting this up on Wednesday, so it'll be day after Valentine's, which Wednesday is our anniversary. So I won't be putting this up until Wednesday, if that makes any sense. So for me, it's an anniversary kind of haul, decorative haul, but for everybody else being Valentine's. But I wanted to share with you to say I've done something very different this year. So we have a very large, thin, kind of a skinnier Christmas tree that we did not pull out this year. This year I went for our, I don't know if it's even 4 feet tall, Christmas tree that I had bought when our first child was a baby. And I put it up on a desk so that she could not pull it down and pull it down on herself and hurt herself. So we've kept it all these years. Our oldest will be 93. She's 93. 93. 33 this year. Sorry. Woo, that was a wrong calculation there. I was thinking of the dates of when my children were born. So she'll be 33. And she has her two children. So, and we literally watched our oldest granddaughter and youngest granddaughter kept trying to get things off the trees at our son and daughter-in-law. So, there was a method to my madness way back then. But the greatest thing for me is that our house is smaller. As far as the upstairs living area, it's the smallest house outside of, the year in Boston, a little over a year, and then the years in Wimberley. And so as far as like regular houses, this is a fairly small living room or parlor, or which is what I call it, or family room. So I have my vintage desk that I had when I was a little girl. I don't like moving it out because it's metal and it's kind of heavy, It has the wood top that folds up with the inkwell, and it's so neat. My aunt painted it when I was a little girl. And then the bottom is all metal and it's really heavy. And so I just wanted to not have to move that back and forth. Now, if it were up to my husband, we would have a massive tree every year. And because I am so allergic and our son is so allergic, we could not have a real tree. Now, I think our oldest daughter said she's going to have a real tree next year. We'll see. I mean, it really has to do with, I know one of her children has a lot of allergies. So, hopefully it'll be okay. And, we could go to somebody's house who had a real tree and we'd be okay for like an evening. But wow, we did it twice in our marriage. When I was pregnant with our oldest, we had a real tree and my husband came home and got rid of it. I was so sick. I was huge pregnant and sick, and she was like due the next month. So, it was big. And then our son, we had it when I was pregnant with our son. I don't know what it was in pregnancy. I always thought I could do it, but I was horribly ill. I was so ill. He came home, and our daughter also had an allergic reaction. She was, 2 or 3. Anyways, and he literally, I called him at work and said, I don't think I can do this. And we had like a split formal living and family living area. And it was in one of the rooms, and my eyes were swollen. It was just horrible. Couldn't stop sneezing. And our oldest daughter had a reaction, so hopefully she's outgrown it. But I literally took the ornaments off and took a shower. And when he came home, because at first he was like, forget it, don't take anything off, we're just gonna take it out. I said, no, I have to have my ornaments. And so I took all the ornaments off, and he literally took it out with the lights on, put it on the curb, and our neighbor came and got it. And we were like, take it, please. It's so good to know to go to someone. We pulled back out our little artificial tree and popped that up. And so this little tree has lived forever. And it doesn't look any worse than it did when we first bought it. I mean, we've had other big artificial trees and they've just crashed and burned and looked horrible. But this one just keeps living. So, and I didn't pay much for it because we didn't have any money. I think it literally comes apart in 2 pieces. I mean, seriously, it's not a hard tree to deal with. So, but what I did is this year I bought the little candle lights, and I got them on Amazon. And then I bought I had some heart ornaments, and I went ahead and bought kind of rose pink, rose gold, and then red. And I just decided this year I had some flowers I put in and bought some berry picks and some pretty bows for the top of the tree as a topper. And so I have one up at Christmas, and then I put a different one up in February. And actually, my youngest daughter, went and bought those, and they're beautiful. Dollar Tree, $1.25, and they're like a printed velvet. Oh, they're gorgeous. They're very, very pretty, and they're the perfect size. And I was really looking for like a buffalo plaid, and she came out with that. And I was like, that works beautifully. And I think I even asked her, like, go see if they have any toppers, that kind of a thing. And she said, I can't find any. I said, okay, let's do a big bow. And it just has been beautiful. And so for Christmas, it was all decorated with those base of, all those ornaments. And then at Christmas, I put on a few of the Christmas ornaments. And our youngest daughter gave me 2 llamas for Christmas ornaments, and they're still up. Everything else got put away. So our yearly ornaments and anything to do with Christmas came off. If it was a snowflake or a heart, it got to stay. And so now I have in here some other goodies. So for our anniversary, I'm going to decorate that tree with all of these. So are these the sweetest? I love these. Whoa, goodness, there's a lot of them. Okay, and I couldn't remember if they came pre-strung or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I may not. I'm not sure. But are these like the cutest ornaments? I love the little cup they had. These, I love anything vintage. I have something hanging in my bedroom above my dressing table that has a vintage Valentine that I got at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to pull these out so we can see all the different ones. And yes, they're duplicates. So I'm just going to stack them up. And this says, all my love. And this says Happy Valentine's Day, which is fine. We learned a long time ago, years ago, my husband did not want to get married on the 14th because he believed it was a pagan holiday. Okay, he was a new Christian, I totally get it. But then we went back and we learned the history of Saint Valentine, which is a very Christian, beautiful story. And so thanks to Odyssey, the Focus on the Family. Yes, Odyssey. So anyways, we went and, I gladly, then we could celebrate it. I am going to give some of these out as a happy belated Valentine's too. I love that one. I love that one. Sorry, the camera always videos upside down. I forget. I'm not there yet. It does upside down and backwards, so it's a little bit of a trick to get it right. Look at the puppy. It's so cute. But anyway, so I'm going to send a couple of these out to some good friends, and yeah. And that way, if they celebrate Valentine's, they'll have it. If they don't, no big deal. But this is going to stay. I love that one. Oh, we didn't get a second one of that. Oh, yes, we did. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. Aren't those the cutest things you've ever seen? So this is going to fill that tree with all the hearts in the background. I also have, I had found some like beach, they're like wood, but they look like corally balls that you usually put in a bowl. And I just put them on the tree, and you know what? I like it. I think it's really cute. So I'm going to put this video up late. It's going to go up probably on maybe the 15th, and it will count for my Make a Craft Day. So here's my deal with crafts, and I want to just tell you guys, I believe that your crafts should be a blessing to someone else or yourself. And I know that sounds very weird, but I don't believe that we just make things to make things. Now, look, if you're taking a class and you're learning the skill, of course, but our crafts can be things that we bless others with in our home. They can be things that we bless and give as a gift, or things that we, that bless us. I mean, that we feel like we're taking our home and we're honoring the Lord with it. And things like this, just love. That's all it's about. It's about love. It's about Um, Blessing someone who I'll have been married 30 some years, almost 40. And I think that's exciting. I do. I've known him 40 years, and I think it's fun to find something that might bless him, you know. Um, I'm thinking I've known him 40 years. I got to think about that. It's either 39 or 40. Anyways, so it's fun for me to do things like this and find things like this. So, all right, I love all of this. Now that we've done all this, I wish I had brought one of my notebook things, my paper things out, and I would put it on top. I'm going to show you the other fun thing I have. So we are trying to decide, are we going to go in our RV, which we have not gone in a trip in yet. It's been on our driveway once we bought it. Was it last summer? I think it was last summer. Anyways, but we haven't taken it out anywhere because the taxes on it are so outrageous. So we're going to have to switch the title. We have not done that yet. We've just gotten away from us. And my husband's gone down to talk to the tax office and see what in the world, how do we go about this. And anyways, everything else has been done, inspections, everything. And he has to do some work on it. But we talked about, do we want to take it and go camping somewhere and pay for the taxes and pay for the gas? The real thing is, when you get these campers, let me tell you something. Everybody thinks camping is so cheap, and it is cheap if you do it in a tent and you go to a state park, or if you have a friend with land. But once you pull a camper, it gets pricey. The gas is crazy priced right now, whether you're driving with diesel or gas. We have an RV. We do not have the attachment for the back of it to pull our car yet. He and I've been talking about this a month, so that means we have to move that motorhome every time we want to go somewhere. So if we don't want to spend the gas and move the motorhome, we got to pick somewhere that we would really want to be. So that's where we're at on that. Now, we have a state park right by our house that is beautiful, and we could totally park there. I think it would be a blast, and it would give our daughter a break from us and us a break from the property. Or we park here on our property. Now, we have a pasture. We have 3 pastures. Here on the property, and the house is on the 4th section. But to get into those pastures, you have to go through a gate that has a ditch that is, I don't want to take the camper through that at all, ever. I mean, I want us to build a bridge with drainage underneath and do it properly. And we eventually will have to. But he told me, he said or last night he said the ground is too soft. No, he said today, the ground is too soft. It's just been too wet. And I said, okay. And he said, I don't want to pull it out there. I think it's going to make a big mess. And I agree with him, because we live on a road that is kind of can be a cut through for some people, and somebody completely trenched outside our property. And it's not really even, I don't think it's considered our property, but it just looks hideous in this beautiful green patch that we usually get wildflowers in. So whoever did that, they just destroyed the grass. So he's right, it is too soft. So those are things you have to consider when you camp. You can't go somewhere if you have a heavy vehicle if it has been either snowing and it's melted, and you think, oh, but the snow's melted, but the ground is saturated, it's damp. So you can't, and for us, we've had ice and lots of rain. So the ground is too wet. Number 2, the gas or diesel is outrageous. So you have to think about that. And number 3, the actual sites. We used to have a membership and paid like $6 to camp. The sites now can be up to $100+. I mean, I was just like, well, if that be the case, well, why wouldn't you just stay in a hotel? There's a difference, and I will tell you the pros and cons as I get ready to set this up. So this is for the camper. I think we're going to go camping. So I'm going to decorate Wednesday with all this. But what I was going to say is the advantages of having, sorry, it makes a lot of noise and I apologize. The advantage of having a camper is that flat out, it's your refrigerator, your stovetop, your sink, your bathroom, your bed. your closet. So I already have preloaded in the camper clothes for us that's staying there all the time. I also have some things in the bathroom, 100% done. I have towels in the bedroom that will go in the bathroom in zipper pouches, 100% done. So that part of it is fantastic. You don't have to think about it if you already have it preloaded. Now, I'll have to spend Wednesday. I bought a carpet cleaner because we haven't taken it out yet. We're going to clean and test the mattress. Either we like it or we hate it. If we hate it, it's gone. Our daughter's mini house has the same size bed. She is so young that her back doesn't tell her, are you out of your mind that you're making me sleep on this mattress? No. So she'll be good if she gets that mattress, and that's a blessing. The other thing is, I want all the carpets clean. The lady we bought it from had a dog. Now, it was spotless. I'm going to tell you, it was spotless. But she was a person like who'd pick stuff off the floor and throw it on the mattress, and she did things like that, and that drove me crazy. I am not that kind of person. If it's been on the floor, it doesn't go on my bed. I mean, seriously. And we wear house shoes, so not even our feet. But, so I really want to clean the carpets. She had a dog, and there are things like that. Now, eventually, if we keep this camper long term, which is what I hope we do, we'll have to get it painted, and I want all the carpeting pulled up, and I want the couch to go out, and I'm going to clean that couch because it's a cloth couch, but I'll replace it with a pleather couch that is in here that I want to get rid of. And I know that sounds terrible. It's in perfect condition unless things happen to it. My daughter's not telling me because that's where she sits. And I don't mess with her stuff. That's her little area in the living area. I'm not going to mess with her stuff. If it is damaged, then I will take it out and I will replace it with either joint rocker recliners with a table in between. We already have a recliner in it that came with it. That's a leather, nice rocker recliner. It's not the best, but it is nice. And I really think I just want to replace it with matching rocker recliners. That's just what I want to do. In the words of my husband, yeah, nobody's going to come stay with us in that camper because it's so small. You know, like if we took, our kids with us or whatever. Yeah, no. There's no room in the inn. And, I mean, it's big for us, but it is not big for like 4 adults. Oh, no. Or 2 adults or 3 adults, I mean. So maybe our youngest would come with us, but she could sleep on the recliner. Yeah, she'd be totally fine with that. So anyways, that's my thought on all this. I'd rather replace with that couch right there, that love seat, and I would rather get new furniture for in here. Yes. And I bought this chair that I'm in new, and I bought another one for my husband that is still out on the porch that is going to go out into our daughter's mini house, or that is our mini house, because my husband doesn't want it. He wanted it and then he didn't want it, so that's fine. So it's just going to sit out there until we can get it in for her. But, and then we're also giving her our wooden rockers off the front porch that we've had for 20 some odd years. And I just want to strip them down, refinish them, and give them to her and paint them with a really nice stain. And I think that's a great project for she and her dad to do. I'm just going to describe what needs to be done. And I really would hope she wouldn't paint them white, but it's her decision because we're giving those to her forever. I want them to put in a patio of some sort, whether it be a gravel patio or a brick paver patio. I think the pavers are the best because it could be cleaned up without any real damage except for grass to grow back in. So that she'll have a place that we can give her an umbrella or something and she can sit out there and rock in the rocking chairs, however she wants to do it. She and her friends. I'm also wanting to give her a fire pit. Yeah, if she's careful. Kind of scares me, but anyways, she's a smart kid. So, and then I want to put in a nice chair over there. So those are the things you have to consider when you're talking about a camper. You're talking about the upkeep, the decorations on it, the cleaning of it, or do you just want to stay in a hotel? We camped forever, for 20 some odd years. And then our oldest daughter began working for a large hotel chain. So of course we stayed in hotels. We could get a phenomenal deal. And we could even stay in like the hotel chain had a series of full apartments. I think it was only 2-bedroom apartments. Maybe it went to a 3. You could get 1, 2, 3-bedroom or studio, and you had a full kitchen. And so for us, because of all the food allergies, that was always like the ultimate deal. And but we miss camping. We miss camping. It was a good thing. It was a good part of our life. So I'm glad we got the RV. It was a lot to take on. We bought it secondhand. We got a phenomenal price. When we priced this thing out comparative to all the others, for the condition and everything it came with, came fully loaded except for the couch. Came with a leather couch, and she took it out and put a cloth couch in, which I don't know why. It's blech. And it matches the interior, so I think she bought 2 couches. She felt like the leather couch took up too much space. If a leather couch were in there, I wouldn't change a thing. But I am not a cloth couch person, especially when you camp. Let's get real. Guys are kind of blech, and so I want to be able to clean it. So anyways, that's one thing. That's one reason why it's coming out. And I really think we're not couch people anymore. My husband even commented, he said, I don't want another couch. It's just not comfortable. So, because I even contemplated, do we put that couch out there and then bring in the recliner and bring that in here? But a room with 3 recliners and an Amish rocker kind of feels weird. So I know it's just all really weird when we talk about furniture, and it's all going to change when our daughter moves out, because then we're going to change bedrooms. We're going to have a bedroom that will be for guests, that will have other things in it. So it's going to be a real change. There's going to be lots of changes. If my husband's willing to change bedrooms, he's still not sure. So at bare minimum, we will change all the wood furniture out, and we will get better furniture. We have my parents' wedding furniture that they received for their wedding. So it's beautiful pecan wood, but we moved too many times. It's just not in great shape. And that will go into the spare bedroom. So this is where we're at. This is what I'm thinking. But camper-wise, guys, you have to know what you're looking at. So yes, it's nothing is set in stone yet, because we have all this change that's going to happen in this part of the house, or in the house, the upstairs portion, once our daughter moves out. So it's going to be not a mad dash, but it's going to be a dash to figure out what's going to go where. And that's okay. It is totally okay with me. I'm totally fine with that. So now, all that being said, I think we're going in the camper. So I've dedicated all Wednesday to work with my daughter in that camper and get it scrubbed and vacuumed and cleaned and all that. I bought a steam cleaner to clean the carpets, but first to clean the mattress and all of that. So this is nothing that's going to be an easy job, but we're not going to do it straight. We're going to take breaks. We're going to put on great music, because we have a great stereo out there. We're going to just do all kinds of stuff, and then I'm going to decorate it. I looked at some things last night to decorate it with that I thought would be fun for my husband and I. So out there on our anniversary every year, our theme is Mickey Minnie. It always has been for the last, 10 years or more. Minnie's always been a favorite. I've shared that many times. So I'll be putting some more things out there that are Mickey Minnie. Like we have Mickey Minnie mats put by the bed. We have Mickey Minnie, towels. It's just all kinds of Mickey Minnie in the kitchen. Mickey Minnie. So I found these. Sorry for the noise, on Amazon, and I just thought these were so stinking cute. So I'm going to get rid of that, because I don't like those wrappers that make the worst noise. So these are just, how perfect for Valentine's or anniversary. I just think these are so sweet. Now, these repeat a little bit more, but that was okay. And guys, both of these sets were less than $10. And for anybody who loves vintage, yeah, I love this. So I'm not going to use all of them in the camper. I'm going to keep so it comes with 22. I'm not a fan of that. I may have to go find something. I love that. Isn't that the most darling one yet? I love it. So that definitely is a camper one. I may keep some of these for some craft projects. Us crafters, we gotta spread the love. in our crafting. So, okay, there's 3 of that one. And I mean, this variety is insane, isn't it? I know, it's just crazy. So you get 3 of everything. I think this came with more, but I don't know. And I don't think they're paying for copyright, because you don't have to say, Mickey and Minnie. You could just say, Mouse Love or whatever that they normally do. But aren't those cute? So I'm going to decorate out there and just have them hanging, because there's knobs all over the camper, for all the cabinet doors and everything. And I just thought these were so stinking cute. So, that's going to hang from, that's going to hang from the dash. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. Or there's cabinets, that you open above the driver's areas. But I just loved this. And I thought, oh, heartbeat. So I'll probably just take, in all honesty, just one of everything for the RV. And if I run short, I'll come in here and I'll get it. But I mean, how darling is all of this? I mean, and there's 3 of each. So that is super easy. And then the rest I'll put somewhere else. I'll use them in craft projects. Maybe I'll decorate out in my either cottage or office with it. I'm not sure, but I really have deliberated. Our oldest daughter, for my birthday, gave me a Mickey Mouse coffee pot, which my husband was like, Mickey, or should it have been Minnie? And I said, it's all good. It was the thought that counted. I think it's wonderful, and I think it'll all be good. But so I might just take my side of the office and decorate it with Mickey Minnie. Who knows? It is a client type office eventually, but I think we're gonna let this go pretty soon. I think it's gonna be sooner than later, and it may be just a God thing, and I'm gonna be happy about that. We'll finish out what's owed to the estate, and of course we'll always do the tax work of our children, but and family, we'll be glad to help in any way, but I think it's something that needs to go and move on. But so this will go to the camper. I will decorate that for our anniversary. I know, it's so cute. And you could literally make a garland of these. How stinking cute is that? And so for every holiday, if you don't know, I'm pointing over here. I bought a small Valentine mini because they're just outrageously expensive. So it is in the back of my little truck with my llama my husband gave me. And then I have bigger minis for Christmas. I have a mini Mickey for Christmas. That are full size, full, like probably 24-inch dolls. And then I think those were my parents. And then I have a darling Easter bunny one for spring, Passover, Easter. And then, so I just decided that for in the house this next year, for any major holiday that I decorate for, it's going to be Mickey Minnie. And then one day when we retire, if we travel more, then that's what I'll use in the RV. So, okay, friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so much for being with me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Do you decorate with any particular type of hearts or Mickey Minnie or I don't know, Donald Daisy or vintage or retro, or what do you decorate with if you decorate for Valentine's Day? So leave that comment below, or for anniversary. All right, friends.